Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on WWE Raw, 21st of August 2017. We kick off the show with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar making their way to the ring. We then see some photographs from the Fatal 4-Way from SummerSlam. Then Paul Heyman introduces himself and the still Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. He mentions that he got carted off the battlefield and then fought his way back. He conquered everybody, he defeated them all. If there's any conquering to be done, any fighting to be done, it will all be done by Brock Lesnar, which caused Braun Strowman to come out, get straight in his face. Brock's like, I am the Universal Champion, and then Braun Strowman just lays the smackdown on Brock Lesnar and hits 2 power slams. Holds the belt up, looks at Paul Heyman, dropped it and left. Which was amazing. Great opening promo. Paul went on a little bit too long in my opinion, to be honest. It just kind of dragged on with Paul. It could have just been a couple of minutes shorter. But the whole beatdown with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman was amazing. Great opening to Raw. Then we go to our first match of the evening. Enzo Amore vs Big Cass in a Brooklyn street fight. Enzo does his usual promo stuff. Mentions about breaking bread. You've held my mother's hand. You broke our hearts. That's where it ends. He goes to the back and then brings out a shopping cart full of weapons. We start the match. Cass goes for a running boot. Enzo drops down the apron. Cass goes over the top rope. Enzo calls to get a chair. He gets it. Cass stomps on the chair. Hurts Enzo's hand. Cass with the slam. He can't do his Empire elbow due to his knee giving out. Officials check on Cass while the referee tells Enzo that Cass is injured. Referee wins by referee stoppage. He did the X. WWE is reporting this as being a knee injury, but I don't know if this is a kayfabe knee injury by WWE or a legitimate actual injury. It's hard to tell at this point whether it's actually been serious. I'll keep you updated whether it's a legitimate injury or it is just kayfabe. But either way, the match was alright. I enjoyed it, nonetheless. Didn't do much for Enzo, but what are you going to do? Then Emma and Dana Brooke in the locker room. Emma's complaining that she hasn't had a chance, and then she starts dissing Nia, saying that she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. She's led around by Alexa Bliss. She then turns around, Nia's right behind her, and says, after the match, hashtag give Emma CPR will be trending. Great promo. I actually like this little backstage segment. It made me laugh, especially the whole Nia stuff. All good. I cannot wait to see the match, which is next. Nia Jax versus Emma. Emma slaps Nia Jax. Nia Jax does the Samoan drop for the 3 count to win the match. It was a squash, really, to be fair. Well, there's not much more I can say about it. It was a general squash. Nia Jax looked pretty good out there. Emma looked really stupid. So I like how Nia's getting a nice big push. Then Elias is in the ring. He said he's going to sing for us. He does sing and then he starts doing a spoken word version of What's Up. Then he sings a song. In the middle of the song he stops when people start clapping. Then R-Truth comes out. Elias kicks R-Truth in the midsection, followed by a forearm to the back and a drift away for the 3 count. R-Truth lost. I would prefer he wasn't on the show at all, but he got his ass handed to him by Elias Sampson, so I feel happier. All good there. Then we go to Kurt Angle making his way to the ring. He says he's got a surprise. He brings out John Cena. John Cena said, you weren't expecting me. And then the crowd shows support and hate for John Cena. He cuts a nice little promo saying he's come here to face a certain superstar. Roman Reigns comes out. And then Roman's like, you run your mouth on Twitter. Let's say it to my face. The Miz John says, I'm not here to fight. No, I'm not here to talk. Drops the mic, removes the shirt. The Miz Taraji interrupts, and Miz is just like, how many moments do you two get? You're unworthy. Where is my moment? And they're like, yeah, why didn't you two face, you and someone from the Miz Taraji face us two in the main event? He's like, that's just a moment for yourselves. And then Samoa Joe comes out, and then just runs down both guys. They have a little bit of a beatdown. Cena and Roman stand tall at the end of the beatdown. And then we have our main event of the evening, which is going to be Samoa Joe and The Miz versus Roman Reigns and John Cena. Overall, it was alright. It wasn't too bad. Bit too much John Cena talking, but apart from that, it did what it needed to do. Then we go to an 8-man cruiserweight match. Drew Gulak, Davari, Tony Nese, Noam Dar versus Grandmaster League, Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, and Mustafa Ali. Alexander with a handspring round kick followed by a lumbar check for a 3 count. Not gonna lie, this match was nah. Didn't do anything for me. I don't like when they just shove multi-man matches for no reason. Load of crap. Then Neville is in the interview. He was asked about losing his title on Monday, only to win it back last night. He said that I don't even know what he said. It doesn't really matter. Tozawa and tried to show up and said that Neville is a gargoyle because he said that words won't hurt him or some crap like that. And they said he has one word for him, and Tozawa says rematch on 205 Live. The second one was a bit shit until the end. The end was made me laugh when Tozawa said rematch. But apart from that, the Neville bit was a bit Then Kurt Angle is on the phone. Jason Jordan arrived. Kurt wants to know what's up. He said he doesn't want pressure teaching, but he wants a match. He said this was a bad performance. That's like Jason said that he wants Finn Balor. And then Kurt said, if you're ready for it, here you go. Like the interaction between the two, they need to do more with that. Then Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose come out and they said about how they won. It was nice. I've been keeping it on my pillow. They're here to have a party. Dean says everyone is invited except for Sheamus and Cesaro. Now they know they will ask for their rematch and they will do it anytime. The Hardys come out and says, we've been doing this for a quarter of a century. Congratulations. How about we have a match? And then Seth's like, I grew up idolising you two. Let's do it tonight. They have a match. The Hardys versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins non-title match, I think. Dean gets a knee up when Jeff goes for Swanton. Dean with a kick. Seth tags in, hits his Rainmaker knee, followed by a Dirty Deeds for the 3 count, which seems to be a double finisher, which is nice. Match was really, really good, as you would expect from the caliber of the level of talent that was in the ring. It was really, really good. As a Raw match goes, it was pretty damn good. And then we found out that Braun Strowman's facing Brock Lesnar at No Mercy, which we kind of gathered after the opening of the show. Then Miz tells Mojo that he always knew he was special. He used this week to talk people into the Miz-Taraj. As much as you know, Roman Reigns missed no John Cena. He kind of like says, Joe just told him to shut up and says, Bo and Curtis remained a constant presence on the outside. He tells Miz to do his orthodox thing in the ring. He wants to know if they are clear, and they all say they understand. That was a nice moment. I enjoyed it. Then Sasha Banks comes back and says, I'm a legit boss. There was a fake goddess. And then Alexa comes out and says, every time you defend the belt, you lose it. I want my rematch next week. You won't be known as a legit boss. You'll be known as a legit loser. It didn't do much for me, that segment. I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty meh. I don't like Sasha Banks. I'm not going to be lying to you anymore. I don't like Sasha Banks. It didn't do much for me. It was just kind of nah. Then we go to match 6, Jason Jordan versus Finn Balor. Jordan wanted a running boot. Balor was a sin blade, running drop kick, then hits a coup de grace. The match was really good. Jason Jordan looked really good. Finn Balor looked amazing as usual. Overall, I enjoyed the match. It was a decent Raw match. I hope Jason Jordan can put on some more decent matches in the future. Then we go to our main event, Mojo and The Miz versus John Cena and Roman Reigns. John Cena looks around, does a 5-knuckle shuffle, but Joe gets in the way. Joe with a Coquina clutch. Reigns sets up for a Superman punch, hits Cena instead. Joe sends Reigns to the floor. Reigns punches Joe when he goes for a suicide dive. Miz looks around, sees down, goes for the cool skull crushing finale. Cena will have the attitude adjustment for the 3 count. Reigns and Cena stare each other down after the match. That was really good. Really good main event. The wrestling was solid. The tension between the two is really good. Maybe a Samoa Joe Miz feud now, which will be quite interesting. I'd love to see that. And overall, it was a pretty damn good episode of Raw. I really did actually enjoy it. And now I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. Please support me on Patreon, link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.